So, you want to make a hexahexaflexagon. Well, let's make sure you have the right materials. You're going to need a glue stick, a pair of scissors, a ruler, a pair of compasses, a pencil, and 6 coloring utensils. Now these coloring utensils could be any color, so if you wanted them to be all shades of blue, go ahead. If you want to be a psychopath, go ahead. Next, make sure to have a long strip of paper. If you do not want to have one of these papers in your household, well, luckily for you, it'll still work if you like having triangles the size of ants. Next, you're going to want to find a suitable size for each side length of your triangle. I do this by roughly checking each line segment to see if it will fit in the entire paper. If it does not, I make it slightly smaller until I think it fits. It's better to underestimate than to overestimate, as a small difference in the compass's angle makes a big difference in how it will fit in the entire paper. Now that you've found the desired side length, make one point and use the compasses with the desired angle to make another point. Now create a line in between these 2 points, and this will be the line for a basis of all your other points. Now, using the compasses, start creating points on the line. If you've done this correctly, you should end up with 10 equal line segments. If you have extra, that's fine, just ignore them. If you do not have enough, you're going to have to start from scratch. Yes, remember when I said it's better to underestimate than to overestimate? Now, using the compasses in the football method, we are going to make a point equally in between the 2 other points. We are then going to use a ruler to make a line in between each of these points. Once you have created the top line, start connecting the 3 lines together using a pencil and a ruler. Now, if you want to know what happens when you don't follow this, your triangles become isosceles. Now, there's a very bad thing about isosceles triangles. They do not fold well, and we need to make equilateral triangles. If the triangles are not equilateral, your hexahexaflexagon is garbage. Congratulations! You've completed the hard part of this entire process. You can now celebrate by cutting the outside of the hexahexaflexagon. Now that you've finished cutting the hexahexaflexagon, You can now fold all the triangles to flex up the triangles for the next steps, and also for usability once you're finished. We will then number all of the triangles. Number them in the order 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, exactly like I am doing in this video now. Skip the last one, leave it blank. Then, flip it over. Leave the first triangle blank and repeat the pattern 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Keep repeating this pattern until you have run out of triangles. On the blank triangle, you could put A and B, X's, dashes, or nothing. It doesn't matter what you put on it because it will not be seen in the final project. Here, you can see me placing a photo of former President Barack Obama kissing lovable video game character Sonic the Hedgehog. Now is the time to start decorating the triangles. You can do this however you like. You don't have to use the same exact colors as me. You do not have to do the same exact designs as me. In fact, I am not really doing a design at all. Maybe you could do better than me. Once you have finished coloring or decorating the triangles, we can now begin folding. The first step to fold that we want to take is to fold all the 4s, 5s, and 6 on themselves so that their faces are touching each other. Once you have completed folding all of the triangles, you should end up with something like I have on the screen right now. There should be no 4 sides, 5 sides, or 6 sides visible. The next steps you want to take is to fold in between the 1s and the 2s down, exactly like I am doing in the video. You then want to fold down in between this 2 and 1, exactly like I am doing in this video. If you do this correctly, you should end up with something like this. Now you may be asking, why is there a 3 on this side? It should all be filled with 1s. And I do not know the answer to that question, but I do know how to fix it. To fix it, you must do the last and final step of this entire process. Fold the 3 under the flap. You should then end up with 2 blank sides touching each other. Glue them together. And congratulations! You just completed your hexahexaflexagon. But we're not finished yet. We still need to find all of the sides. As you can see on the screen right now, 1 is able to fold to 3, and 3 is able to fold to 2, and 2 is able to fold to 1. You end up in a loop, but there are still 3 sides missing. see right now, 1 can also go to 5, as well as it can go to 3. You can do this by folding the normal flaps that would be inside, outside. This ends up being a loop between 1, 5, and 2. Now, let's try the same thing, but on side 3. If we do that, we end up going to side 6. And this ends up being a loop between 3, 6, and 1. If you're starting to catch on, then you may have predicted that side 2 would lead to side 4, and you are entirely correct. This loop leads in between 2, 4, and 3. Congratulations! You have not only completed the hexahexaflexagon, but also found all 6 sides. My favorite thing about this hexahexaflexagon is that it's actually a non-Euclidean 4-dimensional shape. That's right, if you play around with it long enough, you will end up in a geometric position that is almost impossible to escape from, except for dark magic. Good luck!